Hi guys, it's Slayed by Steve. This is my first official YouTube video, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm really excited. Hopefully I can get more content out to you guys. Today we're going to be doing the full face using e.l.f. products. There's just like a couple brushes that I'm going to have to use from other brands and my beauty blender, I believe. But other than that, we're good to go. I think the eyelashes too, actually, but everything else is going to be e.l.f. So let's get into it. First, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Illuminating Primer. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're just going to put a little bit of that on our face. I've used this once before, but it's going to just give you a little bit more of a brightness to your face. That's why it's the illuminating. It gives you a little bit of color, if you can already tell. Kind of like a yellowy tone, but that will be covered. And next we're going to be going in with the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I don't think my camera's going to focus on that, but this is going to be in the shade Sand. And I am going to be using my e.l.f. stipple brush to apply that on my face. Alright, and I'm so sad because I love color correcting. I have a lot of redness on my face, like in this area, and then for my under eyes I love to use color corrector for that too. I usually do, but I don't have any e.l.f. color correctors, and I don't know if they even make it actually. But so we're just gonna be buffing this in with the stipple brush. I used to use stipple brushes a lot, which is why I have this brush. I used to use it daily. Okay, so now that we got that blended out, I'm noticing it's a little too light for my liking, but we're gonna just push through it. So next I'm gonna be going in with this e.l.f. All Cover concealer stick, and this is in the shade Ivory. So we're just gonna apply it right under the under eyes. Okay, I think this is gonna work, guys. And then we're gonna go right here, down the center of the nose, do a little of that, a little of that, that, and there. So these are gonna be like our highlight points, obviously, where we want the light to hit a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna use my Morphe beauty blender and just buff that all out. Okay, and now that we have that blended out, the face is looking a little bit more put together. Next I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. foundation palette, and I think I'm liking these two, so I'm gonna mix them a little bit together so that we can get a nice color for my face. And I am gonna be going in with another e.l.f. brush. And then I don't want this double chin, so we're gonna get rid of that. Alright, and then I'm gonna go back in with my beauty blender again, and we're gonna buff that out. And you want to make sure that you really blend that underneath. I use a mirror and I tilt it upward to make sure that I'm not gonna be walking around looking crazy, because we can't have that. The idea is you want it to look like you don't have a double chin, even though you really do, but you don't want them to know you tried to hide it. Alright, and next I'm going to contour the nose. I'm going to be using an e.l.f. concealer brush. It's actually an eyeliner brush, but I'm going to use it as a concealer brush. And again, I'm going to go in with that foundation palette. I'm going to be mixing these two colors, and then we're going to create a little snatched, bridged nose. I always like to hold my breath when I'm doing this. Alright, and again we're going to go in with the Morphe Beauty Blender and we're going to blend that out. Alright, and then you should have a nice straight nose after that. And you can see how it creates dimension. Alright guys, and now I'm going to do the brows. I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. Brow Pencil. This one is in the shade Deep Brown. It's just a dual-ended pencil, so one twists up, and then the other end has the spoolie. Everything I do it with a passion. Alright, and now that the brows are done, we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. brow gel. So that's just gonna hold them in place. I don't conceal my brows, and a lot of people think that that's weird. But I just don't feel the need to do it. I feel like when I get them how I want them, they're like good for me, and then that's that. So we're gonna move on to the next step. Moving on to the eyes, I'm gonna be going in with the e.l.f. Shadow Lock eyeshadow primer. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're gonna put that on our lids, and then we can move on to our eyeshadow. Today I'm going to be using this e.l.f. palette. It is the Day to Night palette. As you can see, it has a lot to choose from, but we are going to start with white right here just to set that primer on our eyes. Alright, so since I'm wearing this floral shirt, we're just going to do like a bright kind of eye today. I'm gonna start with a transition. It's not gonna be your typical transition though. It's gonna be like a light, like mustardy type of color, but we're gonna use that at first, and we're gonna put it right in the crease. Alright, so now that we have that on the eyes, I'm gonna go in with another orange right here, and we're gonna try to just deepen that a little bit, but I'm also gonna focus like on the outer V as well. Alright, so now that we have that, I want to bring a little bit more of a darker color into it. So to get the color that I want, I'm gonna mix this one right here with a little bit of this one right there to get like a nice like burnt orange. And then it should look something like that. You can see that we've kind of created an outer V. And next we're gonna go in with this deeper red color that I used to mix the orange right here. And we're gonna just go in and deepen that at the end as well. Alright, so now that we've done that, I'm really going to try to pack on some yellow in the beginning. Hopefully we can get a pretty bright color the more and more I put on. So there's not too many of bright yellows, but I think what I'm going to do is try to mix this with like a little tiny bit of that, and hopefully we can get like a bright yellow. Alright guys, so that's how that looks. Pretty pigmented after you build it up. So next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a smudger brush underneath my eyes, and I'm gonna use that same bright yellow that I used to mix right here just to start, and we're just gonna put that right underneath the eye. Alright, so then that should look like that, and then we're gonna use a really light kind of green just to make that pop a little more. I'm thinking I'm gonna go in with this one right here actually. Alright, so it's not really adding much, so I'm gonna use a little bit of a darker green, and I'm gonna use this one right here. And I'm working on these bags, girl. At least they're designer. Alright, and this is definitely more of what I wanted. That green really helped it pop out a little bit more, as you guys can see. Alright, so next I'm just going to go on with a white eyeliner, and I'm just going to put that in the waterline. Alright, and that's just going to make my eyes look a little bit bigger. I do have smaller eyes, so that's really going to actually make the green stand out more as well. Okay, and this part I'm really scared this is gonna make or break the entire eye, but I have the cream eyeliner from e.l.f. and this one is just in the shade black, and I'm gonna be using e.l.f.'s eyeliner brush. Cross your fingers. Irresistible, 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 irresistible. Everything I do it with. Alright guys, and that is the liner. I think it came out okay. It did take some time, unfortunately. I realized that I do not like the e.l.f. eyeliner brush. It doesn't give you as much of a precise look as I would want. I did struggle a little bit with this brush. Alright, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get my hands on any of the e.l.f. Eyelashes, so I am going to be using my Ardell's. These are going to be 600 and in black. And for highlight, I am going to use e.l.f.'s Illuminating Palette. I'm thinking the shade I'm going to use is this one right here. And I don't have a highlighting brush from e.l.f., so I am going to use my Morphe M510. And then I am going to bring it down the bridge of my nose as well. Again, I don't have a brush from e.l.f. that I can do that with, so I am going to use my Morphe MB19. It's just a very like pointed brush, and I'm going to use that for the bridge of my nose. Alright guys, and then lastly I am going to do a lip. I am going to be using e.l.f.'s Party in the Buff, and it is a really pretty tone. I don't know if you can tell that. It's like a nudish pink type of tone. Alright guys, and this is the finished look. I really like the way it ended up coming out actually, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Final thoughts, I will say that the foundation was a little too light for my liking. I wish it was a little bit more of a full coverage. I did have to kind of like pack it on a little bit. Along with the eyeshadows, I did have to pack them on, but the ending result was really good in my opinion. I think that my eye came out very bright like I wanted it to. And like I mentioned in the video before, the liner brush really was not to my liking, but they do have pretty good quality products for the price that they were. So everything that I used today was $10 and under, so you really can't beat that. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, and please follow me on Instagram. It is @SlayedBySteve. I'll leave it down in the description box below, and I will leave the items that I used below as well if we didn't catch them in the video.